That ribbon of highway I saw above me, an endless skyway I saw below me, a golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, and this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of your diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, and this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water, this land was made for you and me. I've sung this song all over the world, and I've been just about everywhere, even to Canada. Although I was up there one time and I started singing this song. I didn't mean to stop, but I was singing this song. And they said, wait a minute, it doesn't go like that. It goes like from Bonta Vista to, what's over there? Yeah, and the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. And I'm thinking, whoa, okay. Now that's one thing, you know, and I learned it that way, and I come back to the U.S., and then now I was getting kind of confused. It's not the age, it's the mileage. You know what I'm saying? So I'm singing this land, your land, Redwood Forest, something Arctic, and I'm getting confused. But it was nothing compared. Last January, I had nothing to do, so I figured I'd go somewhere nice. January, Norway, that sounds good. So I go up to Norway, Sweden, Denmark. I'm up there, Scandinavia, roping reindeers and stuff like that, having a good time, singing in these little places, you know, little clubs like I can't get to do really anymore. And yeah, I just had a great time. And somebody asked me for this song, and I'm thinking, man, that's odd. How would they know it over here? And it reminded me of the time my mom come back from a trip to China back years ago. Remember Nixon? You might be too young, but trust me, it wasn't worth remembering anyway. But my mom went over to China during that time, and she come back, she said, Arlo, I was in the middle of China, and they brought out some school kids, and they started singing us some songs. And they started singing, This Land Is Your Land. I said, stop the song. My husband wrote that song. She must have drove them nuts. She was driving me nuts about it. It was, you know, weeks after she got back, she had not slowed down one little bit. And I just looked at her, I said, Mom, what are they singing it for over there? I mean, California to the New York Island. She just looked at me with one of those mom kind of looks. She said, oh, Arlo. She walked away. And I was left standing there feeling like my usual self. I knew she was right, I just didn't know why. And then it come to me. I could see it just because it said California to the New York Island didn't mean it had to go the short way. I could see it going around back. Or maybe up over the top or something like that. And then the whole world could be singing that song, except America. I remember when I had that thought for the first time. I realized I didn't know any more after thinking than before I'd begun. But I never let it stop me. And it's not like I'm running for president where it might make a difference, you know. And, no, you don't want me as a president. I inhaled. I could see it now. Which button was it, man? Which, huh? The red button or the green button? You know what I'm saying? It could get confusing. It's not like, I mean, it's flashbacks or something. Don't get me started. See what I'm saying? I'm walking a tightrope up here as it is. the slightest breeze that's blowing and I'm off on a whole new tale of adventure in my mind. It doesn't always include everybody else. But it is fun. I mean, I'm feeling for free now like I used to have to pay for. There's hope. Well, at any rate, it has been fun to be here with you and my family and my friends up here. And thank you for coming tonight and help us celebrate my dad's 100th birthday here. I'm pretty sure that I'll tell you something that most people don't know, but when I was a little kid, about a year old, my mom and dad got together and they had an idea. They had a plan. They wanted to have a whole bunch of kids and get together and sing on stage, and tour around the world and do stuff like that. That dream never happened for them, but we are making that happen now for us. And thank you for having us, you know. It's fun to be living somebody's dream, you know. And, let me leave you with this here verse, which is the last one he ever wrote to this song. Doesn't get sung very often, but I learned it when I was a little kid. I'm thinking about all those people out on the streets I mentioned earlier, here in the States, you know, occupying this and that, or people in the Middle East taking their lives in their hands over there, trying to change the world, make it a little bit better, you know. There's people everywhere trying to do that. And we're trying to help, you know. Here's a verse for them. I'll leave it with you and singing it for them. Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking my freedom highway. Nobody living can make me turn back. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the river far